Hey, welcome to Modern Homeschool, the podcast where families thrive together by learning how to create a life of freedom, connection, and education that actually works. I'm your host, Shanti Macias, and here we talk about real-life homeschooling for modern families and creating a life around your family first. Let's do this. We are closing out the month of June with the most action-packed episode of the year so far. I'm pumped. I hope you are too. If you've been listening to our episodes all month long, thank you. Look at what we've done together. We asked whether homeschool was right for your family. We talked about what it actually costs to fund it. Laz answered questions other dads asked him. Ari gave her honest take on missing and not missing public school. And now we act. Because here is what I see happen every single summer. A mama spends June deciding. She spends July dreaming. And then August hits and she's in full panic mode because she hasn't actually done anything yet. The school district sends a back-to-school email. Her sister-in-law asks what curriculum she's using. And suddenly she's at the kitchen table at 11 p.m. ordering 5 different things from Amazon, trying to feel ready. We're not doing that this year. Today, I'm giving you a clear, doable summer to-do list. 7 things you can knock out over the next 8 weeks so that by the time fall arrives, you are not panicking. You are ready. Grab a pen or your notes app or just listen and then come back later. Let's go. Number 1, you're going to pick your start date. I'm starting with this one because it's the single most overlooked step in homeschool prep and the one that quietly creates the most chaos. Pick the day you'll officially start, not sometime in August, not after Labor Day-ish, a real date. Write it on your calendar. Tell your husband, tell yourself. Without a start date, everything stays theoretical. You'll keep thinking about curriculum. You'll keep looking into your state laws. You'll keep planning to set up a space. The date is what turns it real, okay? A few date ideas are the Monday your local public school starts, so your family rhythm matches the neighborhood, right? The first Monday of August or September, the Tuesday after Labor Day, your kid's birthday week. Like, whatever feels right, there's no wrong answer. There's just having one. Number 2 is you're going to know your state's homeschool laws and file what is required. This one I cannot stress enough. Every state is different. Some states require a notice of intent. Sometimes it's called a letter of intent. Some require absolutely nothing. Some require annual evaluations or standardized testing. Some require record keeping or a portfolio or attendance. Some require 0 of any of that, like absolutely nothing. You need to know what your state requires before your start date, not after. If you go to hslda.org, it is the easiest place to find your state's homeschool laws laid out clearly. So look up your state, read it, save it. If you need to file a notice of intent or letter of intent, find out by what date. This is exceptionally important because you need to stay in compliance. A note for my Florida besties. Traditional Florida home education does require a notice of intent filed within 30 days of starting your home education program. So if you're going to do the PEP scholarship route through Step Up for Students, the process is different. You work through their platform and your district. Listen back to episode 9 if you missed that breakdown. Do this in the next 2 weeks. It takes one afternoon, like less than an hour. Just get it off your plate and it'll be done. Number 3 is if you're pulling out of public school, do it now. If your child is currently enrolled in public school and you've made the decision to homeschool, do not wait until August to handle the withdrawal. Do it now, in the summer. So here's a few things you need to know. Send a written letter or use your district's withdrawal form or go to the school. Most schools have one online anyway. If your state requires a letter of intent or a notice of intent, file it at the same time or right when you get home. You can send this through email to your district. It's the easiest thing you could ever do. You do not need to explain or justify or write an email saying why. This is as simple as it is, okay? We are withdrawing your child's name from your school name. Effective, the date. To begin home education. That's it. You're going to return any school materials like Chromebooks, library books, laptop, the works, whatever. It honestly feels heavier than it is. But once it's done, you'll exhale, I promise. You're going to feel so light. Hey friend, are you thinking about homeschooling but feeling totally overwhelmed about where to even start? State laws, curriculum, learning styles, schedules. It's a lot. I've been there. That's exactly why I made the Getting Started with Homeschool guide. It's the roadmap I wish someone had handed me on day one. 12 sections walking you from finding your way all the way to your actual first week of school, curriculum picks included. No fluff, no Pinterest pressure, just the real doable plan. Head to the link in the show notes to grab your copy. Let's get back to our show. Number 4 is take a deschooling break. This one is the one most new homeschool moms want to skip because they want to get started right away. Please don't skip this. Deschooling is the rest period your child needs between leaving traditional school and starting structured learning at home. The general guideline is just 1 month of deschooling for every year that your child was in traditional school. Even 2 to 4 weeks of true rest, like in the summer, it makes a huge difference. During deschooling, there are no worksheets, no curriculum, no, let's just sneak in a math lesson. No, okay? You can take library trips, you can be outside, you can cook together, you can watch documentaries. Very loose, easy, unstructured time. Let their nervous system reset. And girl, yours too. I know what you're thinking, but what if they fall behind? Here's the hard truth, because here we keep it real. They will not catch up to where you want them to be if you start homeschool with a kid whose brain is still in fight or flight from public school burnout mode. Rest is academic preparation. Rest is the foundation. It is necessary for both of you. You cannot pour structured learning into an exhausted child or parent and expect it to actually stick. Build deschooling into your summer. If you're pulling out in June, starting in August, that's perfect timing. Step 5 is choose your 2 core curricula and order them. 2, not 7. 2. Math, language arts, or reading. You choose. That's your foundation. Everything else can be library books, YouTube, real-life learning, and curiosity for now. I'm going to go much deeper into this in July. Episode 13 is called Choosing Curriculum Without Overspending, and 14 is about turning curriculum into a realistic plan. Those are next Monday and the Monday after. This week's action item: research, narrow down, and order your 2 core curricula. If you're waiting for the scholarship money to kick in and it's your first time with the scholarship, realistically, you will not get your funding until September. So you're going to have to go the reimbursement route where you pay things up front and then you fill out a reimbursement later. A few quick tips are: match the curriculum to your child's learning style, not your idea of what looks good. Look up reviews on YouTube, not just on the curriculum's own website, right? Like we do on Amazon. Check your homeschool resale groups on Facebook or Mercari for current edition curriculum at 40 to 60% off. And order earlier than you think you need to. Some really popular curricula can take 2 to 4 weeks to ship in July because everybody's ordering at once. And if you have no idea where to start, the Getting Started with Homeschool guide has a chapter called Curriculum Picks We Love, with the exact materials we use and recommend by subject. That's chapter 9, and I'll link it in the show notes. Step 6 is set up a simple learning corner. I'm not talking about a Pinterest classroom. I'm not talking about a dedicated room, super cutie with all the things that looks like it's AI. I mean a corner, a table, a bookshelf with this year's books and curriculum, a bin with school supplies, a spot at the kitchen table or a small desk by a window, a wall for displaying your kids' beautiful, gorgeous angel baby work. That's it. Done. This step costs almost nothing. You probably have most of what you need anyway. And the whole point is to be functional, not aesthetic. We ain't trying to please anybody else. One bin with daily supplies, so like pencils, erasers, scissors, glue, done. One bookshelf or section for your current curriculum and library books, so you don't lose them. One folder or a binder per child for their completed work. This is going to serve as the base for their portfolio. A wall, a fridge, or a cork board for displaying their beautiful art. If you can swing it, maybe like a globe or a wall map, but this is really not necessary yet. If you start small and simple, you can add as you learn what your family actually uses over time. The moms I see overspend on setup are almost always the ones who built it before they even started. And then they bought entirely different stuff like 3 months in. So build for your actual rhythm. Okay, and the last one that will actually save your sanity in week 1 is you're going to sketch your first week. You're not going to plan the whole year. Don't even plan a whole month. Plan one realistic week. What does it look like? When does math happen? When does reading happen? Are you doing a morning basket? Are you doing afternoon read alouds? When are you going to get out of the house? When is your lunch routine? What does that look like? When do you get a break? Stretch it in time blocks, not minute by minute schedules. So let's say, for example, morning, language arts and read aloud. Late morning, math and one creative subject. Afternoon, outside time and library. That kind of thing, okay? This is exactly what the free Modern Homeschool Weekly Planner is built for. If you don't have it yet, grab it. It's free. It walks you through planning a week step by step, and it's honestly the easiest first action you can take today. The link for that is in the show notes too. But when you've sketched it once, you have a starting place. You can revise it. You can throw it out and redo after week 1 when you see what actually works. When you have something. And that beats walking into your first homeschool Monday with a vague vibe and a coffee, which we're here for, but like we need to be a little more prepared, right? Okay, I did say 7, but there's an 8th one, and this is a bonus action, and it's find your people. You cannot survive homeschool, let alone enjoy it, alone. Now, you need a homeschool friend, like a co-op, a meetup, a Voxer group, or just a little homeschool bestie you can text from the bathroom on hard days. A podcast community, an Instagram community, someone. This summer, look up things like local homeschool co-ops. Most are taking enrollment now for fall anyway. Look up a library or a museum homeschool program near you. They could be faith-based or secular homeschool groups in your area, or online communities that kind of match your vibe and your homeschool style. This single step protects you from the loneliest part of homeschool more than any curriculum will. And if that's me, girl, I'm always in your corner. Hit me up on Instagram or TikTok or find me somewhere somehow. I would love to be your bestie. All right, here's a quick recap of your summer to-do list. Number 1, pick your start date. Number 2, know your state's laws and file whatever is required. Number 3, withdraw from public school officially, if applicable. Number 4, take a deschooling break, at least 2 weeks. Trust me on that one. Number 5, choose 2 core curricula and order them early. Number 6 is set up a simple learning corner, not a whole classroom. Number 7 is sketch your first week, definitely not a month or a whole year. And your bonus one is to find your people. You have 8 weeks. You don't need to start all of this tomorrow. Just pick 2 items for this week and then come back next week and then pick 2 more. By the end of July, you'll be done. And August can be deschooling, ordering arrivals, and a gentle rhythm building instead of pure panic, because we're not letting that into our lives right now. Real quick before we go, if you went through this list and felt like, okay, but how do I actually do each of these things in detail? That is exactly what the Getting Started with Homeschool guide was built for. It's 12 chapters that walk you through every single piece of this. It's your summer prep companion. Pull it up on your tablet at the kitchen counter and work through it one chapter at a time over the next 8 weeks. By the time school starts, you'll have walked through the entire roadmap. It's at shantimacias.com/guide, but the link is also in the show notes. You know I got you. That is officially a wrap on June, my friends. What a month. We started by asking if homeschool is right for your family. We figured out how to afford it. We pull Laz into the conversation for the dads. We let Ari tell you what it's really like from a kid's perspective. And today we mapped out exactly what to do the summer ahead of you. If you've made it through this whole month with me, you are not thinking about homeschool anymore. You are preparing for it. You got this. July is coming and we are getting into the meaty stuff. How to choose curriculum without overspending, how to turn that curriculum into a realistic plan. And Laz is joining me later in the month for a conversation about a tool I've been specifically building for homeschool families just like yours. Make sure you're following the podcast so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly love creating this space to support you on your homeschool journey. And if you know another parent who's considering homeschool or needs encouragement, share this episode with them so we can support more modern homeschool families together. Remember, homeschool doesn't have to look like school at home. It just has to work for your family. See you in the next episode.